Hey guys, welcome to the video. This is for any zodiac sign for October 31st in specific. It's just going to be some Moonology cards, Wisdom of the Oracle cards, as well as a tarot card, just to kind of see what's going on for that specific day in October. So it's also the blue moon that's happening in October on Halloween, so that should be quite interesting. But let's just get an idea to see what is going on specifically for you and your situation for the 31st of October. If you do want a personal reading, you can check that down below in the description box. And if you do like the readings and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and like to make sure you get notified for when the readings come out. So let's get a tarot card here. So we have the Seven of Wands. So a lot of fire sign energy just off the hop. This can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This can also just be a lot of having to defend yourself and really having to put in that extra effort and battling more enemies that are in your way. So it might be a pretty tough day on the 31st. You might find things unnecessarily causing you a little bit of a headache. Maybe situations that you've been in that have been a little bit causing you a little bit of havoc pop up a little bit more. It might be more arguments that happen in this day. You might just find that kind of from the start of the day you get more and more worked up, and you should really just watch to make sure that you're not allowing your anger or your thoughts or your mind really just cause more problems for you throughout the day. Try not to get into any type of arguments with anybody else. Make sure that you are watching how defensive you're being during the day. Don't allow these things to get towards you. We also have more fire sign energy going on the deck, on the bottom of the deck, with the Three of Wands. So this can be waiting for things to come towards you, and that can be where this energy is coming out of being a little bit defensive and a little bit argumentative, just short in general. With waiting, you might be a little bit tired of waiting, and this is what's causing you to be really worked up and not really looking towards the future of having this thing come towards you, but instead getting really worked up in terms of waiting for this and feeling like it's not coming towards you, and that's why you're being really defensive. So don't worry, things are going to be coming towards you with that Three of Wands. And while you're waiting, make sure that you're not getting so worked up over everything. You might be causing more problems for yourself than necessary there with the Seven of Wands. So don't be so defensive on the 31st. But now we're going to get a Moonology card. Moonology card. Just to kind of get a little bit of advice on the situation and kind of figure out what's going to happen more for the 31st of October. So we're feeling a little bit of this energy here of being quite stuck with the cards. They're not wanting to come out, so that can be in that defensive energy that's going on there. But we do have the new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. So yeah, you can be dealing with an Aquarius, but it can also be, don't be so defensive. You have to bring love more into the situation than bringing in this anger when you're waiting for things to come towards you. Wait in a time of love and be a little bit more kind and more patient while you're waiting for these things that you've been manifesting to come towards you. Instead of being so defensive, just really bring in this love that's going on in here and be a little bit more accepting. Aquarius is very accepting, very unique. So be a little bit more accepting and not so defensive with the people that are around you in the situations that are going on for the 31st. So we'll now go into our final card of the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I do love these ones. They just give us an extra little bit of advice as well as some numerology as well. Again, so you might be having things come up in your way like this where the camera's shifting and it's causing you to be a little bit more aggravated, and you just need to let that slide because we do have number 26, happy. So any of these little inconveniences that are coming in your way, causing you to be a little bit more defensive, just brush those off, bring love into the situation, because as you end the day, you will be more happy This is the happiest card that's in the wisdom of the Oracle deck. So don't be so defensive. Bring this love into the situation to be a little bit more happy later on in the day while you're waiting for things. And don't allow this defensive energy to take over. Just be happy and let things brush off for the 31st. So you might run into these little inconveniences throughout the day while you're waiting for things. It might be testing your patience a little bit, but just bring this love into the situation and it will work out way better than if you try to be defensive and impatient. And at the end of the day, you're going to get this happy. You're going to get this love in this situation, and it's going to work out just fine. Happy is the best card in the Oracle deck, so don't worry about that. Bring more love into the situation, and things will work out just fine. So we have Aquarius in here, as well as some fire sign energy, if that's what you've been dealing with. It can just talk about being a little bit more patient. But overall, we've got these faces here that are just beautifully happy out throughout the whole deck. And they really do transform as they go on to the end from this being really fed up face. So I do think that things are going to work out just fine. So don't worry for the 31st. Just bring love into your situations. And I hope you do subscribe for future videos. And I will catch you next time. So thank you guys so much.